Hi, this is John with Chest Freezer Cold Plunge, and I'm shooting this video because mixing two-part epoxy putties can seem like a pretty intimidating thing, but I'm here to show you that it's really actually quite simple and easy. All you have to do is pay attention. So in order to make this kind of fun and playful, I'm going to use Play-Doh. Two-part epoxy putties, the most common one that people are familiar with in the US is JB Water Weld, and that's a great product. It works exceptionally well for sealing the seams of your chest freezer. It comes in 2-inch sticks, and the JB Water Weld it's got two, you can see the two colors. The inner piece is gray and the outer part is white. If you're using All Fix, it comes in a part A and part B. Those two putties are a little harder. Their colors are very close, so it's a little bit harder to see, but there's other products around the world. Just depends on where you are. Selleys, Kneaded Aqua, and so on. Now, regardless of what product you're using, they pretty much all need to be mixed the same way. Whether it's JB Water Weld in the tube or the part A and B that you have to pull aside or pull out of separate containers. The putty needs to be mixed thoroughly. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that looks like with the Play-Doh. Now, what you want to think about when you mix is pancakes, balls, and snakes. Pancakes, balls, and snakes. So during the mixing process, you want to start with pancakes. So once you pinch off the amount that you need, you just want to start pancaking it together. All right? Pancake. I'm making pancakes. Or you can roll it into a ball. Okay, there's a ball. Now, I want you to see this. You see the blue in there? Looks like a nice little planet somewhere in a cheesy science fiction movie. All right? But that blue, if you've got the different colors, that means that what? It's not mixed. You can see very clearly that it's not mixed. So we made a ball. We're going to make another pancake. All right, so we can see a little bit of the mix in there. So what we're going to do is just fold the pancake over. We're folding the pancake. Okay, folding the pancake. And we can really clearly see that it's not mixed. But you got to pancake it. You got to keep turning these into pancakes. And then roll it up in a ball. Make another pancake. See, we can still see that there's streaks in here. This means that it's not mixed. So pancakes and balls. Pancakes and balls. Pancakes and balls. All right? So we just want to keep flattening out the ball. Keep on pancaking it. Okay? So we still got a tiny bit of mixture in there. So you can do that on your hands. You can pancake it in your hands and the palm, or you can just knead it up in your fingers like this. Working in smaller quantities I found to be very helpful rather than larger quantities, because you can more easily see if it's mixed. If you've got too much when you try to pancake it down, this might be too thick for you to see there. Oh, there's some on the back that's unmixed. Okay, but we've got this one pretty well mixed now. So we're going to ball, pancake, and if you can get somebody to do the mixing for you while you're in the chest freezer doing the applying of the putty, that would be super helpful. All right, so this looks like it's completely mixed now. And actually, I don't think JB Weld takes this long. The Play-Doh is a little bit different type of product. So once you have ensured that everything is mixed, you're 100% certain, you've got no splotches, you've pancaked it several times, what you're going to do is then make a snake. So we're going from pancakes to snakes. Now also on the Play-Doh, this is non-toxic. JB Water Weld is non-toxic when it cures. However, it is a chemical cure process. So you do want to wear vinyl gloves or some kind of gloves. Nitrile seems to work better than the vinyl. The thicker gloves seem to work better. If you want to splurge on the nice mechanics gloves, those are the best of all. Then you've got your snake. All right, so we're done with the pancakes and balls. Now we've got our snake. So what you're going to do on the seam, I really don't have a seam here to show you, but what you're going to do is just press it into the seam. All right, get it to stick. Now what I also like to do is I like to take my fingers and roll the edges. Okay, so once I have it all pressed in, of course the Play-Doh is going to be a lot easier to work with than the JB Water Weld. But I like to just roll it, see, like that, if that was the wall, and maybe this is or maybe there's a seam midway up the wall. Maybe I'm sealing that vertical seam on the wall. See, I just like to roll my fingers. Okay. And you'll need to kind of play with it. You don't want to get it too thin. The ideal, and of course this is not ideal either because this is Play-Doh. So maybe I better show you what the ideal looks like. The ideal would be to have, okay, if your seam is running down the middle, you want to have 1/2 of an inch of putty on either side of your seam. Okay. So if your seam is right down the middle there's a 1/2 an inch on this side and a 1/2 an inch on that side. And the putty really only needs to be about 1/8 of an inch thick. So I just roll my fingers, rolling the fingers, okay, until it's nicely up the sides. You can press it back down. It doesn't need to be pretty, okay, unless you really want it to be. It's going to take a lot of work to get it pretty. It just needs to function. So once you've got that applied, you can pull off the next one and just repeat. Balls and pancakes, balls and pancakes, squish, 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 balls and pancakes, squish, 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 and then when everything is mixed together completely, you've got your snake. All right, so I want to say thank you to my 8-year-old daughter, Natalia, who let me use her Play-Doh for this. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. I'll be happy to answer, and I hope this helps.